Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Luz. I'm a fantasy obsessed book lover, and on my channel we talk about all things books. I am super excited for this one because we are going to be reading my most anticipated new releases for the month of May, and there are 3 books in the lineup and they are absolute belters and some potential 6-star reads in there too, fingers crossed. So without further ado, let's dive into the lineup, shall we? First up, we have got Great Big Beautiful Life by Miss Emily Henry. Coming up second, we have got Silver Elite by Danny Francis. And last, but by no means least, we have got Rewind It Back by Miss Liz Tomfordy. So I'm excited to dive into these, see what we think. Fingers crossed, we have a great, epic, amazing time. So that being said, grab yourselves a drink, let's get cozy, and let's do some reading. Okay, so first book we are going to be starting reading is Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I am so unbelievably excited to be reading new Emily Henry. My heart is happy, my soul is happy, my face will not stop smiling. I'm really excited to be reading this with you guys so I can give you all of my thoughts, because you know, if there's one thing about me, it's that I'm an Emily Henry girly. Let's stop yapping and let's start reading. Wherever this is set, it sounds absolutely beautiful. The imagery that Emily is conjuring up so far of the location, gorgeous. It's giving summer. It's giving summer, and I'm here for it. Oh, girl. You deserve to be loved better than how this man is treating you. This man is not treating you good. Nope. No, sir. This is reminding me so far really strongly of Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I cannot stop drawing comparisons from that book to this book, and so I'm kind of hoping that it's going to go in a completely different direction. That's what I'm hoping for, because at the moment it's been a little bit of a distraction, me thinking these thoughts like, oh, that feels like Seven Husbands. Oh, that feels like Seven Husbands. Also, I was going to annotate this book, but so far I haven't found a lot of things to annotate, which is strange because normally in Emily Henry's books I find so many moments where I'm like, wow, that really just hits me deep in the soul and I need to remember it for the rest of my life. I haven't had too many of those moments yet either. Oh my god, we're at page 101. We're at page 101, and I live for these moments that Emily puts in her books, where it's like the culmination of all the little moments, the culmination of the chemistry, the culmination of the tension. That just happened. So good. Screaming. Oh. No, I'm laughing, it's not funny. That did not go how I expected it to go. I've got whiplash. Boys. I will never understand them. Okay, reading update. We are at page 120, and so far I'm on the fence. Massively on the fence, which I didn't expect to be. I really expected to love this. I've seen people who have given this 5 stars, and then I've also seen people DNF this. So I'm like, wow, there is a lot of crazy experiences happening with this one. Where am I gonna fall? I was expecting a 5-star experience, which I probably shouldn't go into a book with that mindset because typically you're probably going to be disappointed. But having said that, I am really enjoying the interactions between our 2 main characters. I'm loving the dynamic between them. Every time I'm reading about Margaret and about the story that she's telling, I don't know why, but I'm not feeling it. I don't know if it's because it's like, there's a bit where it's like their story, her story kind of situation. I don't know, I feel as though there's a lot happening. Just keep having to reread the same page over again to try and like make sense of things. And so therefore I'm like, oh, this feels a little bit like a chore, which I've never had with her books before. I'm hoping that it's just me like falling into a pattern of reading and eventually it'll just click and it'll it'll be great and all of the story will start making sense. That's what I'm hoping for and that's where I'm at, but they are my first initial thoughts with this one. We are now at page 156 and I think I figured out why this is confusing me a little bit. It's because in a way it's giving a mystery, and I haven't really read an Emily Henry romance mystery-esque style vibe before. It's giving not everything is as it seems, I think. We haven't been told that, but that's the vibe. This is a really nice quote and I can say it without including any spoilers. This is a spoiler-free quote where she's looking at the sky and the beach and she says, "On my phone it's a blur of blue black pixels. The most beautiful things never hold up on a screen." And isn't that the truth? Have you ever seen something so magnificent and so beautiful you've immediately gone to capture it on your camera and it looks terrible? It's because it's for your eyes only, and I love those moments because I'm like, you know what, this is just for me. This is just for me to experience, and how beautiful is that? Oh, this is really sad. Page 181, Hayden is monologuing about his thoughts on having children. The way that Emily Henry writes his thoughts will probably make a lot of people feel validated and seen and understood. And it's sad but true. Ugh. That got me right in the heart. Now this is why I love Emily Henry. This kind of style of writing that makes you feel seen and understood. That is why I love her books so much. And this conversation that these two are having currently, yeah, it's beautiful. I'm gonna read you this quote as well. It says, "Love isn't something you can cup in your hands, and I have to believe that means it's something that can't ever be lost." Okay, we have got to chapter 19, page 206, and that's where I'm gonna leave it for this evening. I have enjoyed the last 50 pages more than I was when I last checked in with you guys. I feel as though we're really getting to know Alice and Hayden and their dynamic and how they work together and their whole chemistry and banter, and those are my favourite parts of Emily Henry's books. I'm still getting to grips with Margaret's story and the way that's been told. It is baffling and boggling my brain a little bit, but whether that's just because I'm tired, I don't know. So I'm gonna carry on with this tomorrow, see how I go. Time will tell. Good morning. I had a really busy day yesterday. I had absolutely no time at all to read a single page. But this morning I've got a little bit of free time and I am gonna absolutely make the most of it. We have got 200 pages left of Great Big Beautiful Life to go. I'm gonna make myself a big fat coffee and I'm just gonna tune out. I'm just gonna have a little bit of introverted homebody time for myself. And I can't wait. It is feeling like it is very much needed today. Let's go make a coffee together and then we can come back and read. Can we also talk about how cute my new little tumbler is from Anthropology? I went for the one that has got pink bows. It makes the most perfect iced coffee ever. I have to fill it like right to the top with ice, then some oat milk, pop an espresso in, and we are good to go. Let's go read. I love the way that Hayden and Alice's relationship is developing as the book progresses. I always will forever love the way that Emily Henry presents her characters to us. She doesn't present them as this perfect entity. She presents them as people with their own insecurities and flaws and problems and issues and emotional challenges. And I love reading about them because they feel real and they feel authentic and they just hit different to any other characters that I read. I really enjoy learning about the people that Emily Henry writes about. Oh no. bad feeling about this. Oh god. So as the story is progressing, we're learning more about Margaret and her side of things. Initially, when you're learning about Margaret and Margaret is telling her story, I found it really confusing because there are so many different characters that she's talking about. My brain was struggling to keep up with all of these different people that were being mentioned. But now we're at like nearly 300 pages and we are definitely getting Margaret's more personal story into seeing her perspective of things. Like, I want to know about Margaret. I want to know what Margaret's deal is. I want to know what makes her tick. I want to know about her history. I want to know why she is the way she is, how she's got to where she is today. That's what I'm bothered about. The rest, I'm not really that arsed over. Things are definitely getting more mysterious. I feel as though we're being given pieces of the puzzle in terms of this whole story, and to be quite honest with you, I've got absolutely no idea where any of this is going to go, but something has just happened where we've got a new piece of the story and I'm like, how does that fit? And so I feel at the end we're going to have this huge aha moment, or that's what I'm hoping for anyway. Do you know what else I'm suspicious about? I'm suspicious about Margaret and Jodie's relationship. There's something is adrift there, and I'm trying to work out who Jodie is to her. There is definitely more to that relationship dynamic than meets the eye. What it is, I've got absolutely not a bloody clue. Okay, so we are just over 300 pages. Definitely feeling more invested as we get into the second half than what I was with the first half. Like, come on, Emily, we've got 100 pages. Let's turn this around, because currently at the moment this is probably sitting at a 3-star. Maybe my least favourite Emily Henry book I've read so far, which really pains me to say, but we're not finished yet. We've got 100 pages to go. A lot can happen in 100 pages. Wait, what? Finally. Oh, we're at page 364 and we're starting to get the answers to all the questions. And I have got a theory about Margaret and Jodie's relationship. I have a sneaky feeling. Maybe not actually. I literally just read a line that completely contradicts what I've been thinking, so I was wrong. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god. I just want to share this quote. I'm literally on the last page. And it says, I find myself thinking that maybe every bit of heartbreak in life can be rearranged and used for something beautiful. And it doesn't really matter whether I choose this path or I was born into it, so long as I stop and appreciate the path itself. Aww. And we are finished. Okay. Here are all my conflicted, chaotic thoughts, because if I am being completely, wholly, truthfully honest, I was anticipating this to be a 5-star read. Now, like I said earlier in the vlog, I should not set myself up for that kind of expectation, because this was a little bit of a disappointment. It was a little bit of a disappointment, and it really pains me to say that. I didn't love this like I thought I would. I can completely and truly see exactly where Emily Henry was going with this. There are points in this story which are beautiful and poignant and really hit you deep in your heart and soul, and that feel like these beautiful metaphors for life, which I absolutely love. I love those parts of the book. I loved Alice and Hayden's relationship in the book, and yeah, at the end there was some twists and turns, and the end was definitely my favourite, that's for sure. Number one, the first kind of issue I had was that it felt so similar to The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Secondly, the telling of Margaret's story. For the first 200 pages, it's just very much feels like jargon. I feel like some of it, to be honest, I just skimmed over. I feel as though that could have been condensed and made a lot more easier to consume. I'm not saying that I wanted it dumbing down, that isn't at all what I'm saying, but I just feel like some of the information wasn't that necessary to the story. But then when you do get the whole big plot twist and like everything culminating together and all of the jigsaw pieces start to fit together towards the end, I'm not as invested as I could have been because the foundation didn't set me up for it. Did I love this book? No, I didn't. Do I think other people will love this book? I think some people will love it. Probably my least favourite, Emily Henry. This one just sadly did not hit. Good morning, you lovely lot. Since finishing Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry, I have developed a cold/flu, and it's kicking my ass a little bit, but we're not gonna let it rule the day, you know? So I was hoping to have this reading vlog to you by Wednesday. I do not think it's gonna make the Wednesday deadline, which is okay, you know? It's really important to take time to heal and to get better and to recover and all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit frustrating because I did have the most incredible busiest week of my entire life planned, and I have had to cancel and push some things back, which is gutting, but also at the same time, you know, what's meant to be will be, and this is just what life had in store for me, so that's okay. We're gonna take it with a pinch of salt and we're just gonna carry on riding out the waves. Yeah. So I am going to try and film a little bit of reading for you guys today. I am going to be reading two books that I am absolutely stoked to be reading. So let me tell you about the two books we're going to be moving on to next. So first book I'm going to be reading is Silver Elite by Danny Francis. I've taken off the dust jacket. I just love this naked hardcover too much. So we're reading it like this. It does have the blue spray edge, which I know some people aren't keen on, but I kind of like it. Initially I'd seen amazing things about this, and then recently I've seen a little bit of mixed controversy, so I'm excited to form my own opinions to see how I find it. It's supposed to be dystopian, it's supposed to be giving Divergent energy vibes and like that early 2000s kind of read. If this is going to deliver that, then holy hell, we are in for such a treat. So I'm excited to see how we get on with this. And then the other book that we are going to be reading is Rewind It Back by Liz Tomfordy. I am so excited to read Rio's story. This is the final book in the Windy City series, and I am so excited to see what we've got in store. So this is going to be a little romance palette cleanser. I've got high hopes, my fingers are crossed, and I'm hoping for a good time, for a good thing. So yeah, please, but God, please let this be a good one. Hello. It is a new day. We are starting a new book. I'm feeling much better, and everything is looking up. So the book that I am going to be starting is Rewind It Back by Miss Liz Tomfordy, and I am so unbelievably excited. This is book 5 in the Windy City series, the final book. I have read Play Along, which is book 4, and then I'm about to read this. I haven't read the first 3 books, which I know is kind of crazy, but Play Along stole my entire heart and soul, and so it is on my agenda to read the first 3 books eventually at some point. But it's an interconnected series, so you do not have to read them in order if you don't want to. I think you probably would have a better experience if you did, but it's not essential. So we're diving into book 5, and I can't wait. Sports Romance and Green Flag Men is essentially the blueprint of these books. That's basically all we need to know. So without further ado, let's dive in. Look at the character art in this paperback, and then also in the back as well. So cute. Okay, here we go. I just love Rio so much. He's just got that something about him. He's got that something special. He's one of those boys that you just cannot help but absolutely love. So what's interesting with this is we're getting to learn both past and present, which if anybody's read Love and Other Words, it does a similar thing where you learn about their love story and how they met when they were teenagers. This is the exact same thing. It's giving second chance romance, and I'm really interested to see the events that have led them for their relationship to be in the state that it is in the beginning of this book. God, okay. I know I said I loved Rio, but Hallie is so friggin' cool. She's the coolest girl. For context, in case you're wondering about our main characters in this, he is an ice hockey player and she is an interior designer. And she is the coolest girl. That is the first impression of the vibes I get from her. Yeah, I like her a lot. Aww. These two, they are a match made in heaven and you cannot tell me otherwise. The chemistry sizzles between these two. And there's a tension there that does not feel remotely forced. They are earning every single page of tension and it is electric. Okay, we are 100 pages in, chapter 10. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it already. I am a huge fan of these two together. Their dynamic, the way they complement each other, absolutely everything. Obviously, Rio is like the greenest of green flag men. I don't know what it is. He's so cool, but he's also really sweet. And he's also got that other side of him that's sexy as well. He's got the perfect balance of all the things you could want in a book boyfriend. And so far, I really like it. And I'm rooting for them. 100 pages in, we've got like 350 pages to go and I'm already rooting for them so bad. Let's carry on and see what the next 100 pages have in store. Oh, oh no. Oh, Rio, if only you knew. If only you knew. I'm sorry, what have I just read? What did I just read? I think this might be the... Oh my god, this man. Liz Tom 40, you cannot put lines like that in a book and expect us to be okay. My jaw is on the floor. I don't think I'll ever recover from that line. Well, I'm shocked. We're at page 204, chapter 18. Oh my god. Oh my god! Things are heating up, things are spicing up. We're about halfway and I am loving this so much. Just the balance of everything. Initially, when I knew that it was about green flag men, I was like, I don't think this series is going to be for me. I'm a red flag girl, shamefully, but also proudly so. Didn't think green flag men were going to be my cup of tea, and yet, this series can do no wrong so far. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love these two together. I am having the time of my life. Big fat tick. Hello, it's a new day. I have made myself a cup of tea and I'm hoping to finish off Rewind It Back. So let's go get cozy and attempt to finish it together. We're picking up where we left off. Chapter 18, page 204. Yeah, after that final little ending of what happened in chapter 17, I am squealing with excitement at continuing and seeing what happens with these two. Fingers bloody crossed. Come on. Ugh. Okay. The way that Hallie lays down the law with him, she 100% knows her worth, but she's also gonna make Rio graph. She's gonna make him put in the work, and I respect her so much for that and love her for that. Oh no. Rio, this is not the time. This is not the time to be asking these kind of questions, okay? I actually can't cope. I can't cope. Oh. But then he's also going to make her work for it as well. He's not going to settle either. Both of them have got their standards and their morals and they know what they need in life and they are not going to settle for anything less. Oh, man. Oh, hello. Oh no. I love how he shows up for her. Okay, we're at page 306. Oh my goodness. A lot of highs, some lows, everything in between in those 100 pages. And he just worships the ground that she walks on. He's also guarding his heart very carefully. They both are, because they have been burnt before. Not half-assing it this time. That's their energy and the vibe. Still everything that I hoped it would be. We've got 150-ish pages to go. Let's do the final stretch and see what happens. Oh. Oh. One of my favourite things about Rio is that he is part of the girl, like he's one of the girls. And I low-key love that about him. Oh my good God. I'm gonna need 10 business days to recover. Wait. I didn't realise. I didn't realise that was what happened. Oh. Well, now it all makes sense. Oh my God. Oh shit, we're at the epilogue. We're at the end. I don't want this to be over. Oh. Oh, this is warming my heart. The end. Oh, shit. We finished. We have finished. Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good. Let me just take a minute to collect my thoughts and tell you guys everything that I think. Okay, my final verdict on this is number one, if you have not read the Windy City series yet, what are you waiting for? Number two, we're gonna give this thinking like a 4.25 stars. I think I preferred Play Along to this, but I still loved it. Still had such a great, amazing time, and I still love Rio and Hallie so much. I love Rio, but do you know who I love more? Our Hallie girl. Our Hallie girl. If you know, you know. Yeah, I love her. For me, this book was filled to the brim with tension. But like I said earlier, it's the kind of tension that feels very much earned and not forced, which I really enjoyed. It kept it fresh and invigorating and exciting and captivating, and just made you want to know more and to see whereabouts the story was going to go. I loved the dual timelines that we got in this. It really gave the book depth and allowed us to really get to know our characters on a deeper level, and I was here for every single second of that. And you know what we also get in this book? We get a man who communicates like an adult. I mean, yeah, that I absolutely love. And then finally, we've also got healing and like emotional depth, but without losing the heat and the spice at the same time. And that I think is really sometimes hard to do, to get the balance of both. And Liz Tomfordy does that with absolute perfection. And then you've got the gorgeous green flag men, and you've got all the gang back together, and there is just so much to love about this series. Oh, you guys, I loved it. Perfect rebound after our flop with Great Big Beautiful Life. So that being said, next we are gonna be starting Silver Elite by Danny Francis, and I'm so excited. I am in desperate need of something to get me out of my fantasy slump that I'm slumping in. And I've heard this is fast paced, I've heard it's romantasy. I actually don't know too much about this. But when I have had a little look at this jacket, it says, the first book of a sizzling dystopian romance series, psychic gifts are a death sentence, and there are 3 rules to survival. Number 1, trust no one. Number 2, lie to everyone. And number 3, whatever you do, don't fall for your greatest enemy. Okay, I I'm excited. And I have still got some free time, so I'm thinking, what better time than right now to start this and to give you my first impression. I heard mixed things, heard amazing things, and heard not so amazing things. So I'm very excited to form my own opinions and see what we think. Let's dive in. Got a map of the continent. Okay, chapter 1, here we go. Okay, sorry, I was going to give you my update after chapter 1, and then I just needed to know what happened after chapter 1, so we carried on to chapter 2, only the first page. However, I just want to pause, I just want to hit pause and tell you what I think, initial first thoughts based on the first chapter. I really like the writing. The writing flows really, really nicely. We have already got a really interesting opening chapter, which has my interest peaked already. Already we're talking fast-paced, high stakes. Some punches have been thrown, not literal punches, but as in like in the storyline. I want to carry on and see what happens next. Oh shit. Ooh. Okay, we are 50 pages in. It's got dark in here because it's gonna rain. It's gonna absolutely pour it down, I can tell. Oh my god, okay, that was so much happened in chapter 4. Like, the plot was plotting, the stakes was super, super mega high, and I was a little bit unsure about how that was gonna go. And then it just turned brutal. So brutal. I have a feeling that this guy is going to be our male main character. I'm not too sure. But he's not. He's very mysterious. He's giving mysterious girl. I want to get close to you. He's giving that. And I like it. Sexy. I'm here for it. That's how this story is going to go. Okay. One of these side characters, I think he's a side character anyway, he is such a charmer. He is a shameful flirt and he calls her cowgirl. I love it. I love it so much. Oh. Okay, so that is all the reading I'm gonna have time for today. I feel like I've done a bit of a reading sprint, to be honest. But it's been so nice just to be able to just have a little bit of a breather and read and get lost. Some really good worlds. So with this is definitely giving that mid-2000s kind of feeling you would have when you're a teenager reading a book that you were really enjoying. That was similar to like Maze Runner, Divergent, you know, them books that gave you that feeling. I don't know what it is, what they put in books to make them feel that way, but this has got that in it in abundance and I love it. So far I'm really liking it. It's fast paced, definitely a page turner. There's a lot happening here, there and everywhere. I really like our male main character. He is absolutely smolderingly delicious. Yeah, can't wait to read more of him. Overall, really, really like it so far. There's tension, there's secrets, there's plot twists, and it's set within this dystopian world, which I really like and am enjoying. We don't know too much about it just yet. Whether we'll learn more as we go, I don't know. But so far, this just feels easy and exactly what I was looking for. If you're a reader that reads for vibes, I'm definitely one of those. This is ticking all of the boxes so far. So it's the end of my working day. I've had a very, very busy working day today. This whole week in general is just going to be crazy, so I'm just, you know, strapping myself in, taking it one step at a time, not trying to overstack, not trying to overwhelm myself, which I have a tendency to do. So it's about 8 o'clock and I am gonna switch off, de-stress. I'm gonna put my headphones in, I'm gonna listen to some more of Silver Elite. I'm gonna take Lily for a walk and we're just gonna take a breath. So let's go. This is exactly what I've been needing to get me out of my fantasy book slump. I'm telling you, this is just serving. It's like, will they or won't they? Are they or aren't they? I don't know. I'm loving the tension though. Tension. Ah, chef's kiss. I'm screaming right now. Screaming. I am back from my walk. Just made myself a cup of tea. We are gonna chill for a little bit, carry on reading our book. I did a few chapters whilst I was out, and oh my good god, are they slapping! There was a few steamy chapters whilst I was walking, and I was living for them. I was like, finally. Yes, 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 yes. This right here is what we've been waiting for. And yeah, didn't disappoint at all. I am also reading this with my book club this month, so I've just done like a little mid check-in with them to see how everybody else is finding it. So far the response in the comments and everything seems like it's been good, and that's the kind of experience I'm having too. So far, touch wood. Have seen a few people say that they find the FMC insufferable, that she kind of drives them mad. I can see why you think that, but actually she's not bothering me. She's not bothering me, so I'm just having a good time. It's getting me out of my fantasy slump, it's doing exactly what I needed to do, and I'm living for it. So grab me a cup of tea, let's get cozy and let's read. I just got into my PJs, I'm ready for bed, and I thought we could read some more of Silverly. I'm determined to finish this week. It's currently Friday, and I think I've only got, how far have I got left? Page 383. So I've got just over 100 pages left. I can finish it, so I have to. I'm really enjoying it so far. I've just not had the time to give it that I want to give it, so let's dedicate some time to it right now. I'm gonna give myself an hour, see how far we get. Page 383. Let's see what we can get. Let's go. I'm actually just trying to remember if I even updated you guys on where I got up to. I remember reading it, but I don't know if I filmed like a little what I thought to it afterwards. What just occurred in the last like 30 or so pages was wild. A lot happened. I was like really thoroughly engrossed and captivated in the plot and everything that was happening. Yeah, I'm excited to see where we go these last 100 pages. What? The male main character in this I really like. I really like him. But he just said something that made me cringe so bad. No, he just said the words, "I've been a bad boy." No, that's not doing it for me. No, sir. I'm just gonna let that slide. Yeah. They were two really friggin' good chapters. We're at page 432. And the pacing of this book is absolutely sensational. It is just, it has me screaming with every single chapter. That literally pretty much sums it up, and I'm living for every single page. Okay, so we have got to page 454, and it is 10:50. So in 50 minutes, I have read 74 pages. That's pretty good. Is that correct? Yeah, I think so. One thing I am really loving about this book in particular is the dynamic between our two main characters. I do think this is more romance-led than it is like plot and politics led. The plot and politics is definitely sub to the romance. Really enjoying the plot, and also I'm reading this with my book club over on Fable. There were some theories in the beginning about some things that may transpire. The girlies were correct. They were so correct, and it had me screaming. That's part of something that I've just read, and I was like, wow, okay. And interestingly, I thought that if those things were going to transpire, maybe they'd transpire at the end, and that would be like the plot twist. But that's come earlier than I was anticipating. So I don't know how things are going to wrap up in the last 50 pages or so. I'm hoping to finish this weekend. I have got a super early start in the morning. I'm up at 4:45 to catch a train to London for an event I'm really excited about that I'm also vlogging. This was great. I'm going to go to bed now and continue this over the weekend. So I am going to finish this right now with you guys. We have got about 50 pages left to go. We're at chapter 49. And I can't stop laughing because behind my book we just ran 9k this evening, and so we're both super tired. We just had a shower and gone to bed, and I'm telling Nick he doesn't have to move. He doesn't have to move because I'm filming. That's rude, isn't it? Let's finish this together. I really wish I would have been able to just sit and binge and enjoy this like I wanted to, and I haven't. It's taken me a whole week, I think, to read this, and that's not a reflection of the book at all. It really isn't. I'm really enjoying this and having a good time, and I'm excited to see how the story wraps up in the last 50 pages. We've got 2 pages left. We've bloody finished. There was a twist in there that took me completely and truly by surprise. Okay, thoughts. What do we think? I am going to give this book 4.5 stars, I think, and that is purely based on vibes and how it made me feel. I had the best time reading this. I loved it. I'm kind of like, I don't know why people are hating on this book like they are. The good reviews, I can completely understand why people are hating on it and why it's getting the negativity it is. Baffles me. Let me dive into the reasons why I gave this 4.5 stars and all the things I love. One of my favourite things about this book is actually the pacing. I think the pacing in it is absolutely brilliant. It is 100,000,000,000% a humongous, gigantic page turner in its entirety. And then it's also mixed in with this gorgeous romance and twists and turns galore that just keep you on your toes and keep you guessing and keep you engaged and keep you captivated, and really manages to hold your attention so well. The romance in this I really enjoyed, and it's definitely more romance heavy and romantasy led. Our male main character in this, Cross, chef's kiss, really reminded me actually of 4 from Divergent. Gave the exact same energy, like 4 coded, I swear. That is the vibe that you get with our male main character in this. But there's also another male character in this who isn't necessarily like, I'm not a Kane girly, that's what he's called Kane. I'm not a Kane girly necessarily. However, every time he says to her, hey cowgirl, I'm living for it, and I love it every time he says, hey cowgirl. Yeah, it's great. So often we see a lot of repetition in terms of nicknames for our female main characters, and sometimes some authors try and go like majorly in an alternative kind of direction, and it just gives me the ick. But even though this isn't our male main character who says it, he's just like a side character. When he says, hey cowgirl, I was like, that's such a great nickname. I loved it. I loved it so much. So overall, I just had the best time. This book is entirely a good vibes, good, fun, fantastic, action-packed page turner of a book. The reason why I didn't give it 5 stars was because it just needed that little bit extra. Like, this was a good vibes, good time, but it didn't make me feel emotional. The plot twist in the middle, 3/4 of the way through, I could see coming, I still enjoyed it. I still was really happy that that happened. The plot twist at the end, didn't see that one coming. So overall, this ticked all the boxes I was wanting to tick, and I feel as though it's got me up that fantasy slump. So would I recommend this to you guys? Yeah, I would. I would. Read it, have a great time, turn your brain off, enjoy yourself, escape to another world. What more could you want? So that is the final book we are going to cover for our reading vlog this week. I've really enjoyed getting to read my new releases and share them with you guys, and it's been interesting. Hasn't quite turned out how I thought it would be. I did think Great Big Beautiful Life was going to be a 6-star read. It's not like we're short of Emily Henry books to love. I still have my favourites. I still have ones that I love and enjoy. And this has been the star of the show. So rewind it back, really saved the day in terms of romance. Rio and Hallie, they have got such a special place in my heart. I love them together so much. And I cannot recommend that enough. If you're a romantic girly, if you're wanting to get into sports romance, that is your gateway. That series, truly, trust me. But that's everything for this week's video. Thank you so much as always for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week, and I will see you guys at the next one.